Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today we're going to start the live video of Physics Section 3 solutions of Science sample paper, and today we're going to cover Physics MCQ questions as well as few electricity chapter questions. Okay, so just give me 2 minutes whether I'll check whether everything is fine with respect to audio and video. Okay, so let's start with the questions. So if you're coming new to this video, so I have already covered chemistry and biology MCQ questions of sample paper, so those you can check in the live section. So now let's start with the MCQ questions of physics, as well as I will try to solve few electricity chapter questions which are of numericals. Okay, let's start with first one. So I think you might have seen the sample paper. So what the main changes they made is, instead of keeping in different sections and combining all together, they have made separately. Section A is completely of biology, section B of completely chemistry, and section C is completely of physics. Okay, so they have marks weightage in this way, so that there will be complete differentiation between all the three sections of science. Okay, let's see the first question. For biology and chemistry, I can see more MCQs, whereas for physics, the MCQs are less. Okay, but here the numerical questions are more. Okay, start with the first one, which is that question. Sorry, I got some cold, so if you find some disturbance, can please ignore. So let's see the question. Anwar was making notes and he brought down the following statements from his understanding of reflection from curved surfaces. So we have three details. We use images. Choose the following, which is correct option. List the correct statements about reflection from curved surfaces. So we have seen my light chapter where I have explained about all these things, like what convex, concave, with the mirrors, and as well as the lenses, formulas and details. Now this question is related to the first chapter, which is of lenses, that is mirrors, reflection and refraction. Okay, let's see what he found and what are the correct details. Concave mirrors can produce both real and virtual images depending on the position of object. Yes, it is correct. Why? Because for concave mirror, which is somewhere like this, so based upon the position till f, whatever is there, you will get a real and inverted image, where if you go beyond f, you will get virtual and direct image. So both the images can be formed using concave mirrors. Yes, so this way one is correct. Convex mirrors always produce real and inverted images regardless of positions. This is wrong, because convex mirrors are like this. Here this is a rough surface, this is shiny, whereas this is a rough surface and this is shiny. So wherever the object you place for convex mirror, the image creation is always this side. Hence it is virtual and direct. We cannot form an inverted image using convex mirror. So 2 is false. So let's try to remove such some options and get the answer faster. 2 is wrong. So whichever 2 is there, those are wrong. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. So only option is this one, which is 1 and 3. Okay, so always make sure in exam to eliminate few options to get the proper answer faster. Okay, but still we'll check what are the C option. In both concave and convex, the image location can be determined using the mirror formula 1 by focal 1 by v plus 1 by v. F is focal length, v is image distance, and u is the object distance. Hence this is correct. Hence 1 and 3 is the right answer. But still, if you have doubt, you can also check the other options, because 2 is wrong. So whereas 2 is there, you can eliminate it. Okay, and this way the first question is done. Let's go to the second MCQ question from physics, which is 31st question. Let's see the next one. Choose the correct option from the below which explains the reason for us to perceive that day sky is blue. The options: as sunlight passes through the atmosphere, shorter wavelengths such as blue are scattered more than other colors. The sky appears blue because all colors are scattered equally, but blue is stronger and is more visible to human eye. The blue color of the sky is due to longer wavelengths like red and orange scattering more than shorter wavelengths, hence the blues stand out more. The atmosphere contains blue color particles that gives sky its blue appearance. This is obviously wrong. Blue color is due to longer wavelengths red and orange. This is also wrong. Sky appears blue because all colors are scattered equally. This is also wrong, because every light will scatter based upon their wavelengths. And as per sky, we have a Rayleigh scattering causes shorter wavelengths such as blue and violet to scatter more. But our human eye, with respect to blue and violet, it observes blue light more. So due to which the first answer, which is A, is the right answer. Okay, shorter wavelengths will scatter more, and shorter wavelengths are blue and violet. So among blue and violet, our eye finds blue color better. So that's why we find the sky color as blue. Okay, let's go to the next one. So and then we have one assessment question, that is second one. So only 3 or 1 more questions from physics chapter in this sample paper. So from sample paper we can understand that in the board exam it's not mandatory that only physics will have less MCQs or biology will have less MCQs or chemistry will have less MCQs. It can depend. So I just want to convey from the sample paper that any section can have any number of MCQs. It can be lesser or more. Okay, let's find this. That is second one. An object placed at a distance of 26 centimeters from convex mirror of focal length they have provided, the image will not form at infinity. We need to check whether this is true or false. Okay, so for what about the reason? For any given system, the equation 1 by f plus is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u gives v as infinity. We'll see whether it is giving infinity or not, but this formula wise it is correct. Okay, so formula is correct, which is 1 by f is equal to 1 by u or 1 by v plus 1 by u. So object distance is always placed left side. So as per convention, you have to consider the u as negative, which is minus 26. Focal length of convex. Convex is always positive, so it is plus 26. So we need to find v value. So f 1 by 26 is equal to minus 1 by 26 plus 1 by v. So if I move minus 1 by 26 left side, I will get 1 by 26 plus 1 by 26 plus 1 by 26 is equal to 1 by v, which is 2 by 26, which is 13. V value I am getting as 13 centimeters, which is not from infinity. Yes, this is true. V is infinity, this is false. A is true, R is false. The answer is C, where assertion is true but the reason is false. Okay, so for this you have to remember this mirror formula. Whereas for lens formula, if similar type of question is asked, the lens formula is 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Okay, this is mirror formula. Yeah, hi Aman, hi Ramu, thanks for joining. So Aman and Ramu, so in this video I'm going to cover the physics MCQ questions of sample paper. Along the same side I'm going to solve few electricity chapter questions as well. So if you are interested, okay, you want the magnification formula. Magnification formula for mirror, it is m is equal to minus v by u or h dash by h, which is height of object by height of image by height of object. Whereas for lens, m magnification formula is this part is same, which is height of image by height of object, but the formula for with respect to u and v changes just u by v, v by u. Okay, so yes Rama, thank you. So this is very important, mirror formulas and lens formulas, because definitely you will get at least 2 to 4 marks from these concepts. It can A or B kind of questions can also be coming. If they can ask you regarding lens, or they can ask you regarding mirror. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So in this way the one mark questions are been solved. Now let's, as I promised, I will cover the electricity type of questions which are of 2 marks, 3 marks or the other marks as well. Okay. So I had 33rd question which is related to lens. I'm not going to cover this now. I'll cover in the next videos, but now I'll cover 34th question. Okay, this is related to electricity, and electricity chapter is very important because, and it is very easy chapter as well. So if you understand the concepts and the formulas, you can definitely score at least 8 to 10 marks from electricity chapter will be coming, either as an optional part, I'm saying, not as an complete. Either A or B kind of questions will be there. We will be having questions related to electricity chapter. Okay, let's solve this. And here it is an option whether you have to solve A or B, and this is a 2 marks question, so it should be very easy one. Let's see what is the question. So with respect to circuit, I have a voltage source 8 volts, I have a resistance 4 ohms, I have an ammeter here which is A1, and you have two resistors which are in parallel combination. Okay, 8 ohms and 8 ohms between C and D, and then I have another ammeter which is A2 here, and this is called switch. Okay, and describing the elements of circuit again, we have a cell, voltage cell which is 8 volts. We have a resistor between A and B points which is 4 ohms. We have an ammeter connected between B and C. Ammeter is used to find, or it is an instrument which measures current. And then between C and D I have two resistors which are connected in parallel. And A2 is another ammeter which is connected between D and D. Okay, so the circuit, as per the convention, the current will draw in this way. Answer 4 ohms. Okay, the effective resistance of 2 ohms resistance combination. Yes, Ram, you are correct. The answer should be 4 ohms because for parallel combination, the effective resistance is 1 by R is equal to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8. So 1 by R is equal to 2 by 8. So R value is equal to 4 ohms. Very good. What about second one? Can you tell me the current flowing through the 4 ohm resistor? The circuit is like this. 8. We have one 4 ohms, and this resultant we already know which is 4 ohms. Can you tell me the effective current or current passing through the 4 ohms resistor? Yes, Rama, I'll give you 1 minute. You have to tell me the answer. What is the current flowing through this 4 ohms resistor? So if you follow Ohm's law, I think you should be able to solve this. I'll read out the circuit again. We have an 8 volt source. We have one 4 ohms. The parallel combination you already told me, this which is nothing but 4 ohms. Now I want the current flowing through this. 2 amperes. Sorry Ramu, it should be 1 ampere. I'll tell you how to find it. So if you notice, this is 8 volts, this is 4 ohms, 4 ohms resistor, which is fine. But this circuit is not only 4 ohms, we have one other resistor which is again 4 ohms. Sorry, 4 ohms. So the total resistance you have to consider for the entire circuit. Okay, so the total effective R effective resistance is 4 and 4 are in series now, so it will be 4 plus 4, which is 8 ohms. Now the current is nothing but 8 volts by 8 ohms, which is 1 ampere current will flow through this 4 amps. Okay, so if the same question, if it is asked like this, like 8 ohms is there and I have just a 1 4 ohms, then your answer is correct. I is 2 amperes. Okay, yes, I'm happy that you understood. Let's move to the next B part. Because right now we need to just understand the question, because a board exams has a lot of time, but just we need to practice, understand, so that you can score out of 4 in your final exam. Okay, so let's move. I'm giving you one more question. As you are in interest to solve it, I'm very happy. So I will give some time here. They're asking current in 12 ohms resistor. Okay, so this value they're asking. So this question is 6 volts. We have a source and we have two resistors in parallel, 24 and 24. We have an ammeter here, and then we have another resistor which is 12 ohms. They are asking me to find what is the current in 12 ohms resistor. Just try from your end and answer. This is similar type of question which we solved right now, which is of A part. Okay, first I want you to tell me what is the parallel resistance or the effective resistance for this 24 and 24. First tell me the parallel combination. What is the effective resistance for this 24 and 24? 12. Very good. So now this circuit now changes to 6 volts. 12 and 12, so it is 1 by 12 plus 1 by 12, which is 2 by 24, so which is 12 ohms. Now this I have 12 ohms. Now tell me the effective resistance. I'm sorry. Now tell me the effective resistance, at the same time tell me the current value now. 4 amps is not correct, Ramu. Just try again. Get me the total resistance first and then use Ohm's law and get me the current. Okay, let me help you. We have voltage is 6. What is effective resistance? 12 plus 12, because it is series, which is 24. What is Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. So current is V by R, not R by V. Okay. Now tell me the answer. Yeah, hi Hafiz. Thanks for joining. Can you try this question and tell me the answer? What is the current? Okay, so it is 1 by 4 amperes, Ramu. So it should be voltage at all. It is 6 volts. Resistance is 24, which is 1 by 4 amperes or 0.25 amperes, not 4 amperes. Hope you got my point. Current, we have to use Ohm's law, which is V is equal to IR. I is 2 amperes. No, I should be 4 amperes. Sorry, 0.25 amperes, which is V by R, 6 by 24. Voltage by resistance. Okay, let's see the second one. Difference in the readings of ammeter A1 and A2, if any. So there should not be no difference, because ammeters, both the ammeters, if you notice, both are in series. Okay, so if current will always be same in series connection, whereas voltage will always be same in parallel connection. So ammeters, these two are connected in series, so there will be no difference. You can also mention in series I is same. Good. SF is current should be same because it is a series connection. Okay, now let's move to the other questions. So for visually impaired, they have provided another question, another set of questions A and B. Now we'll solve those two questions as well, because this type of questions can come for normal students as well. It's not only for visually impaired. For everyone, we should be able to solve this type of questions. Now let's solve A part. So you are given 4 resistors, each having resistance of R ohms. Find the maximum and minimum resistance that can be made with these 4 resistors. So this is easy trick. For maximum, all should be in series. For minimum, all should be in parallel. Okay, so Ramu, can you try and tell me the answer? If 4 resistors are in series, what is the what is the addition of, what is the effective resistance? And if all are in parallel, what is the effective resistance? Yes, Hafiz, you are correct. Maximum should be 4 ohms. 4 R ohms. Answer is 4 ohms. 4 R. Very good. Ram and Hafiz, you are doing very good. Minimum is 4 by R. Check again, Hafiz. Minimum value. Yes, Ram, you are correct. Minimum is R by 4, not 4 by R. Okay. Minimum is 1 by R, or 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R, which is fine. So 1 by R effective is 4 by R. So I want R effective, not 1 by R effective. So R effective is R by 4. So minimum is R by 4. R max is 4. Very good. So let's move to the B part. But in exam, make sure to write only one, not A and B. Don't write both the answers A and B. So whichever you feel confident, only answer that question. So even though you write the second B part or the second one, if you are trying to do, you will not get marks for the second part, even though it is correct or wrong. So you will only get marks for the first one, whether if it is right or wrong. If it is wrong, you will not get any mark. If it is right, you will get right marks. But don't solve both the questions. Always choose the one which you are confident, because you are only to, or else the CBSE standard has clearly mentioned. So if there is an option A or B, and whichever you are answering first, only that will be considered for marking. Okay, now let's go to the B part. Let's go for the B question. So we have a copper wire which is having a length they have provided, cross section area they have provided, resistivity rho they have provided. So simply we want to find, calculate the resistance of another wire made of same material whose length is twice the length of the wire but has the same cross section area. So simply we have two wires. I can say W1, wire 1 and wire 2. So for wire 1 they have provided the details and are asking to get the resistance of wire 2. Okay, so simply I can find directly the resistance of wire 2. So what is the resistance if these parameters are provided? The formula is rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity, L is the length of the wire, and area is the cross section area of the wire. So rho is resistivity, is the same material, so rho is same, which is 1.7 into 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter. I'm not writing the units here. L is 2 for the first one. What about the second one? L is twice. So simply I will multiply 2 into 2, which is 4. What is area of cross section? Area of cross section is same cross section, so I will use the first point, which is 0.5 into. But here one important thing, here it is in meters, here it also it is in meters, doesn't, so no worries. But here it is in millimeter square. Yes, for mm it is 10 power minus 3. Very good. So it is 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3, and this is square, millimeter square. Okay, so now this becomes, so 0.4 by 0.5 is 8, 1.7 into 8 into 10 to the power of minus 8, and this becomes 10 power minus 6. So if it goes to the top, it becomes 10 to the power of plus 6. Okay, can you tell me what is 1.7 into 8? And writing to the left side. Okay, I'll write in the left side. 1.7 into 8 into 10 to the power of minus 8 into 10 to the power of plus 6. So this becomes 1.7 into 8 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So let's multiply 1.7 into 8. 7 8 are 56, 5 8 1 are 8, 13 point. So it is 13.6 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Very good, Ramu. Your answer is correct. 13.6 into 10 to the minus 2, and the units of resistance is ohms. Or else I can also write it is as 0.136 ohms. Yes, Ramu. I just saw your chart. Your answer is correct. So let's see if any other electricity question is there. Yes, we have one 3 marks question, which is of 36th question. Okay, name is usual. Okay, hi usual. And actually, I am sir. My voice can be little soft, but you can refer me as sir. Okay, but your name is saying Ramu Raja, so that's why I'm calling you Ramu. But yes, you mentioned your name is usual. From now onwards, I will tell your name as usual. Okay, let's solve this 36th question. A student a student needs to make a resist 0.12 ohms resistor. Okay, she has some copper wire of 0.8 mm diameter. Okay, we have a diameter which is 0.8 mm. Okay, resistivity rho they have provided how much? 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 8 ohm meter, and resistor they want to make is 0.12 ohms. Fine, determine the cross section area. Okay, so area they want to find first. What is area formula? Because it is a circle, so definitely it should be pi r square, but here they haven't provided you radius, they have provided diameter. So instead of r you have to write it as d by 2, because diameter is r is equal to d by 2, or diameter is 2 times of radius. Okay, now let's substitute the values. Pi is 3.14, diameter they have provided 0.8 by 2, and it is in mm, but here resistivity is in ohms, so let's convert mm into meter. So 0.8 whole square into mm is 10 power minus 3 whole square. So this is calculation part, but we need to do it properly. 0.4 whole square into 10 to the power of minus 6 meters square, because area unit is always in square unit. So what is 0.4 square? It is 0.16. So I need to do 3.14 into 0.16 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So usual, can you try this calculation and tell me the value? Because in your exam they will not provide a calculator, so you have to very good in maths. You have to solve the electricity chapter questions. Okay, just do this multiplication and tell me the value. I feel Hafiz has left the chat. Okay. So Hafiz, if you, once you are back and if you are seeing this video, you can also check till end, and if you have any doubts, you can also mention the comment section. I will definitely check and answer to it. And usual, if you find this video helpful and it is proper, then please like and do share with your friends whom are also studying 10th class and preparing for their board exam. So usual, are you doing it or shall I give the answer? I'll give one more minute. 1.25 into 10 power minus 6. Usual, can you check again? 3.14 into 0.16. I don't think it will be 1.25. Just check again. 1.25, I don't think usual. It is 3.14 into 0.16. So 16 3 is 48. So it will be around more than around 5. It should be the value. Okay, let me do from my end. 3.14 into 0.16. 6 4 is 24, 2. 6 1 is 6 7 8. 6 3 is 18. 1 4 is 4. 1 1 is 1. 1 3 is 3. So it is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. 8 9 10 1. So it is, yes, 0.5 into 10 power minus 6 is very good. So it should be 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So the value is 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 6, or else I can also say it is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 meters square. Very good, Ujjwal. So area part is done. Let's move to the second, what they are asking. Calculate the length of wire required for the 0.2 resistor. Okay, so again the same formula, which is R is equal to rho L by A we have to use, and we will define the L value, which is length. So L is equal to R into A by L. Resistance is 0.12. Area we got it as 5 into 10 to the minus 7 by length. Length we need to find, sorry, this should be rho here, not L. Okay, so what is rho they have provided? 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 8. 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Okay, so I'll write it in the next one again. 0.12 into 10 to the power of, sorry, 0.12 into 5 into 10 to the power of minus 7 by 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 8. Okay, so 12 5 is 60, so 0.12 into 5 will become 0.6 by 1.8. 10 to the power of plus 8, if it goes top, it becomes 10 to the power of 1. Okay, so 0.6 into 10 is 60 by 1.8, or else it is simply like 6 tenths 6.3s, or else it is, let me check if I made any mistake. 0.12 into 5, 160, correct. 1.8, okay, 6 to 10 is 6, not 60. So this is 6 by 1.8, or 6 ones 6.3s, which is nothing but 10 by 3, which is 3.33 meters. So I got the length of the resistor or length of the material as 3.33 meters. Okay, so all the 3 marks questions are done. We have one 5 marks question. So what I will do is, we have 1 2 3 4 here, because A or B, again A or B. So this question I will make sure to solve in the next video. Okay, 1.08 to the power of 1. Okay, did I miss anything? Usual the answer should be this one, which is 3.33 meters. So it is 0.6 by 1.8. 1.8 is correct. I am agree with you. 1.08 not. It should be 1.8. 6 by 1.8 is 616.3. So it is 10 by 3, which is 3.33 meters. Okay, now we have one 5 marks question from electricity. So that I will cover in the next video. 5 marks questions of electricity in next video, because we have 4 questions there, A or B and again A and B. So those 4 in detail are covered in the next video. So make sure you to subscribe my channel and enable notifications so that you can catch this video in a live session. Okay, so thank you Ujjwal for staying till end. So let's make sure to connect again tomorrow, if well not possible. Tomorrow is festival, so I will leave for you guys to enjoy it. But day after tomorrow we'll connect again around 1 or 1:30 p.m. and that in that live session we'll cover this 5 marks questions of electricity in detail. Okay, so thanks for watching. Yes, 3.33. It's not meter square, it is only meter. Okay, it is length of length is always in meters, not in meter square. Area, if it is asked, then meter square is correct. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's meet again next video, that is on Friday 1:30 p.m. Okay, so if you like this video till end, so make sure to like and do subscribe, and also share with your friends who are also studying the same 10th class and preparing for the board exam. My name, currently I will not reveal usual, because channel is still in growing stage. I do not reveal as of now, but I will reveal later. As of now, you can call me as Power Sir. That is fine with me. Okay, so thank you as well once again for staying till end, and make sure to join in my next sessions as well. So there you will find more interesting questions, which will be definitely help for your exam. Thanks again.